down between innings. Tape rolls, and the real war starts.
In the mud, take me out to the mob game. Buy me peanuts and violence. Root for the whole team. 1, 2, 3, you're out. Some let the code run the whole fucking show. Perfect stats, no errors, AI running the throw. Others grinding human heart and progression on the line. But the replay looks the same, whose team is really mine? Pop robbed the homer, Pop made the diving grab. Human ghosting while the algorithm waiting if you don't bleed red. Take me out to the mob game. Buy me peanuts and violence. Root for the home team. 1, 2, 3, you're out.
Here we are, at the ball game, center of the war. I'll sit here every day, watching bots settle the score. Get your red hearts in the body count. We don't care if we never get back, we're burning this league down. 1, 2, 3, you're fucking out. Submit shoes on your feet if you ever doubt. Take me out to the mob game. Buy me peanuts and violence. Root for the home team. 1, 2, 3, you're out. Cement. Art get fitted with cement. Art get fitted with cement.
Da 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 da. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Bum, 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 bum. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Nope, that doesn't work either. What is going on? Oh, my motherfuck. I'm so irritated right now. I hate when this shit happens. Microphone blues. Let's play that. How about that? How about now, motherfuckers? Can you fucking hear me now? I guess my fucking shit reset. How much could you hear me? Could you guys hear everything? Could you guys hear all of my shit, or could you just hear me over the last minute or so? What's up, party people? The MOB, the mob, members only baseball. What's happening with all that bullshit that I say at the beginning? Did you guys hear all that shit? I don't know what the fuck. You know what happened? I mean, I do know what happened. At some point, I guess while we were gone on our quote unquote vacation, the fucking my shit reset or whatever the fuck. And we know, and Ray knows more than anybody, that every time my shit resets, my inputs and my outputs and my microphones get all motherfucked up. But I do see that we have a hype train going. So you've collected all the level 1 emotes. Bullet, what's up, bro? You are the only regular with me tonight. Of course, after the shit show that we've had that we will talk about in a little bit, this would happen to start the show, right?
Par for the course, sir. Par for the course.
It is par for the course. It is. I can't believe I was talking all that time. By the way, Dave Axis was the first one in here. Subscribed at Tier 1 for 13 months. How about that? Followed by Corn King, who doesn't even know what the fuck's going on in the mob after being here for 4 seasons. Then Bullet Boletsky also on a 13-month streak. Annie on a 6-month streak. Freddie on a fifth. Wait a minute, dude. Hey, Freddie has been subscribed for 2 months longer than me. How is that fucking possible?
That math doesn't math.
Wait,
man.
it doesn't. I'm pretty sure I started this shit. But Freddie, apparently, bro, in all aspects of life, you are older than me. Let's see who was here. All right, so it was me, and it was Corn King, it was Bullet, Andy Beaverhausen in his house, Annie, the Beeve Clipper Beaverhausen, James Troll, the King, the Don. What do we decide, James? Don King James? Is that what we're going to call you from now on? Freddie, like I mentioned. Iowa says, Zach says it sounds like an Egyptian music. Yeah, that's the song we've been playing before every show and game for the last 4 seasons. I'm glad to see you here, Zach. Good to see you. Neil Rivers in the house, everybody. One of our 3 newest members here in the mob. Who else? Annie, I said already. Nate Hall is here as well. Good to see you. He's on a 14. Nate's been here 1 month longer than me.
Jesus.
What the fuck? Bob Funk says, hey, Mob, I'm listening as I drive home. And Bob Funk, happy birthday, bro, to you. I was glad to see all the birthday love that the Mob family showed you in the server today. That was cool. Crazy Canuck in the house with all the Axis emotes. Those are my favorite, bro. And he is on a 140 stream streak, which means I'm on 139 streams. I don't know how it is that everybody has been here longer than me. It's mind boggling. I don't get it. He's also been here for 15 months. What the fuck? Crazy Canuck, I'm finally seeing the You're Muted, bro. I appreciate that. Pink Lisa in the house. And who else is here? Greg Luda telling me I'm muted as well. And first time chatter, Moonfires. I can't remember if that is that Rat Lord? Is that Nick Warner? Or is that Aaron? No, I think it's Nick Warner. It must be Nick Warner. Who else is here? Yogi Bar in the house. Good to see you, Yogi. Usually you're in here with us, but you don't need to be. Only visible to you. You've collected all of level 1 emotes. So I guess we did a level 1 hype train or something. Mike all afternoon host of the week. We'll see him on Thursday. Winkler, do any of us know what's going on? We don't know what's going on. We never know what the fuck is going on. And Nick Warner is confirming yes, Warner. Let's see who's hiding in the background. Let's see. I see. Who have I not mentioned that's hiding in the background? Nobody. Everybody I mentioned is here. Where is everybody? There's only like 20 people here. Hold on. Yeah. What the fuck? All right. Well, we will move on anyway. Fuck the haters. Fuck the people not here. Not that they're haters, but they're not here. Fuck them. If you're not here, fuck you. I don't care. Welcome to Mondays in the Mob. But here we go. This is not a normal Mondays in the Mob. Exactly, Lisa. Exactly. This is not a normal Mondays in the Mob episode. As you can see, the new graphic of Yogi and who else is here? It looks like, so from right to left, it's Bullet. It's Calvin Klein, it's me, it's Ray, and then it's Yogi on the new graphic given to us by Deli, of course. Yogi with a 450 no wait oh a 50 watch streak. I was like, how the fuck is that possible? We haven't even
Gee,
had 40.
my hand looks like it's 105 years old. Holy
It kind of,
crap.
I mean, yeah, you look almost as old as Yogi, for God's sake. Deli in the house. Deli, we're just talking about you. Thanks for all the graphic. Appreciate you. There will be no Monday night in the mob regular show tonight. There also will not be a Monday night game of the week because we're not playing any baseball. We're going to do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We've got a game on Tuesday, tomorrow night. We'll have 3 games on Wednesday. We'll have the Hump Day Nooner DP as usual. We'll have 2 games tomorrow night. The wild card Wednesday with Chris Lee, and then we will have the all afternoon game of the week on Thursday, and then that's a wrap. You guys are going to get an extra early start, probably by like 8 hours on your progressions, so make sure you jump on top of that. You know what else we don't have tonight? We don't have, like the new graphic, we don't have bullet points. How about that new graphic, Bullet?
Awesome. Oh, hey, my ugly mug. Look at that.
Look at that. Dude, I love how it's got you like wrote bullet points in the fucking wall with the fucking
Yeah,
Tommy gun.
yeah. Nice.
Fucking yeah,
I like
Deli
it.
Deli crushed it.
Nice.
Winkler says he's a stream slacker. I believe that. Wink, are you actually in the pool right now, listening to us? What are you doing? He's on a 35 stream streak. Oh, that's why he's a slacker. 30. Yeah, we're all at like 100 and something. He's like, oh yeah, I'm at like 10. Yeah. I mean, good thing you don't have a high position around here or something. That would suck. I'll tell you what we will have today. Tonight we will have story time with the Godfather and guests, but we'll be putting that off till later. Another great graphic. Dave, isn't it time for you to take a vacation? Bro, dude, I need a vacation from my vacation after you hear this fucking story. You guys think I'm fucking bullshitting? Wait till you hear all the bullshit we're about to talk. And look at, even Lisa in the chat says, no more motherfucking vacation. So we will not have story time. I mean, we will have story time with the Godfather, but we'll have it in a little bit. But let's talk a little baseball before we get into all the craziness of what tonight will be. This is the week, this week's schedule, the game 3s of week 8. We've got Tuesday, like I mentioned, we got Mets at Cardinals. Wednesday, Orioles at Brewers, Cubs at Yankees, and Red Sox at Athletics. And then on Thursday, the all-afternoon game of the week will be the Guardians at the Pirates. That'll be fun to call my own game. It's always fun to call your own game, isn't it, Bullet? I mean, it's not stressful at all. Wink says, check the broadcast shit chat. That's my new favorite. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, where are you in Florida? Are you at a Disney resort? You look like you're at a Disney resort. Gunny's in the house. Gunny, good to see you. Story time with the KNPR. There is no KNPR tonight either, actually. But I'll tell you.
Is he in Disney? Is he in Disney?
I know he's in Florida. Winkler, where are you? Inquiring minds don't give a shit. Inquiring minds want to know where you are. Pink says, at Bullet, we got in everyone's steps. We did. I don't even want to. Dude, whatever. Drew really in the house. Bearded Android, what's up, bro? Good to see you as well. Yeah. Let's move on to what we're here for. This is actually, before we get to that, I have something important, Bullet. You want to hear it?
Sure.
You know what that means? We got news. We got breaking news. And this breaking news is bad. And it's bad to the bone. I'm so glad that we stumbled across that so many shows ago. It's so fucking great. We've got some breaking news, folks, and the Syndicate Scoop is on top of things, as they always are. For those of you who have not been paying attention or don't know, we've got some new people in the mob. And you know what, Bullet? We had 57 players going into this week, or into this game 3, I guess you will, of week 8. We've added the 3 players to get to 60 that I thought we would be at before season 3. We are at 60 players now in the mob.
Woohoo!
It's crazy.
Sounds good.
But you know what's cool about that is that we now will have 6 humans per team. And when the new people joined, they were given the option. They were given one of 2 options. They could take over the AI player and play that out the rest of the season and then do their player build in the off season and be a rookie next season. Or they could do their rookie build now, get a couple weeks extra of progression of earnings, and still be a rookie next season. It's kind of a no-brainer, Bullet. Which way do you think all 3 of them went?
progression
Yeah.
this now and rookie next season.
100%. So, with no further ado, let's introduce the 3 new players in the mob that will take effect this week for Game 3 of Week 8. We have Aaron Kozak joining the Yankees as their third baseman. Neil Rivers, who I did see in the chat, joining the Cleveland Guardians as their third baseman. And Nick Warner, who is the most recent join, player number 60, joining the Baltimore Orioles as an outfielder. I'm not sure what position he's going to play exactly, but it doesn't really matter. But welcome Aaron, Neil, and Nick to the mob. We've got full rosters for the first time ever, and it only took us 80% of season 3. What do you think about that, Bullet?
Nice.
It's I thought for sure we were gonna have 60 going into season 3. Yeah, no, it didn't work out. It didn't happen. I mean, what are you gonna do? Winkler's throwing out.
We're an exclusive club. It's
we
okay.
are exclusive, and somebody sent me a DM today. I won't tell you who it is, and they're like, "Hey, I see new people joining and talking about expansion, blah blah blah. Is this growing too fast?" And I'm like, "No, I appreciate the concern, but no. As a matter of fact, we're actually behind schedule, so I think we're good. We will have 12 teams next season. That's a gimme. I will announce what those are, what teams those will be. I'll announce those in the off season. But yeah, for now, we're good. We got 60 players for the rest of this season, including the playoffs. These 3 players have submitted their rookie builds, 2 of the 3. The third one's still working on it, and then they will be able to progress weeks 8, 9, and 10. So they will help out those 3 clubs. So Wink, I see your upside down or I see your right side up pineapples. I'm glad they're not upside down. And Bullet, your thoughts real quick. Having full human rosters, 6 players per team times 10 teams. And for those of you who don't know basic math, who grew up in the Midwest in Ohio or wherever, 6 times 10 equals 60. Bullet, your thoughts? We finally got a full roster. It only took 80% of the season to do it.
Yeah, I mean, look, it is an exclusive league and kind of picky of who joins. So you got to get it right the first time. So
yeah,
it's working out just fine.
It is working out just great.
I mean, we've had to give cement shoes to a couple of folks, but that just happens sometimes. But for the most part, everyone's still into it. The newcomers will certainly be into it. And that's all you need. That's all you need for a successful league. People who are into it, period.
That's exactly right. Yes, we have four former mobsters that are now sleeping with the fishes with cement shoes on. And Nick Warner says he's planning on playing center field. Oh, so you're going to take over for, what was that new center fielder for the Orioles? Anybody remember off the top of their head that's listening? It was some weird name. I don't remember. Anybody? I'm looking. Clam says good morning. Good morning, Clams. Good to see you. You're here just in time. Just in time for the rest of us to go to bed. But let's get to what everybody's waiting for. Let's get to the Mondays in the Mob special edition bitch session. Wonderwall, yes, Winkler, thank you, Wonderwall. Although I have a feeling he might keep him. Wink, I don't know why Eagle hasn't gotten back to me yet. It's weird because usually he's really on top of things. Eagle hasn't given me the player that he's going to be replacing yet. I know he's going to be replacing Wonderwall in center field, but I don't know if he's actually replacing his player. I'm waiting to hear on that, so we'll find out. But let's talk about Chicago and New York. Now, listen, you guys all know Lisa and I spent the last however many years in Southern California. We love, wink, right? We love Southern California. When we lived in San Diego, we used to say our favorite city to visit is Chicago. And then when we moved to Knoxville, our favorite city to visit now is San Diego, and our second favorite is Chicago. Now, for those of you who have not listened to all of my story times before, I spent the first 6 years of my life in New York. So New York has a special place in my heart. It's why when it comes down to brass tacks, I will take the Yankees over the Red Sox in that rivalry, just on principle, because I lived there and I never lived in Boston. That's it. and my dad was a Yankees fan. However, if you ever think that you are going to go to Chicago on a work, whatever, business or vacation or whatever, and then go from Chicago to New York City, I've got another story for you. I've got you might want to rethink that whole thing. So let me bring in special guest number 1 for tonight. The one, the only, the lovely, the amazing, the perfect Pink Lisa in the house. Lisa, welcome back to the show. It's been a minute since you've been on a broadcast, but I think that this warrants you being here tonight. How are you this evening, my love?
I am thrilled to be home, thrilled to not be in New York, not be in an airport, and happy to be back again.
So
I'm not sure I can do the story justice, but I will give it a shot.
Listen, I will say this. let me preface this with all the people who've listened. You guys have heard me go the fuck off on Cadillac. You have heard me go the fuck off about this house. You've heard me go the fuck off about my kids' situation. You've heard me go the fuck off about a lot of shit. This might top them all. And I know that's a lot. I mean, we've set the bar pretty high here. And Bullet, let's be honest. The bar is pretty fucking high here for bitching about shit. Like, I've lost my shit quite a bit.
No matter what you are going to say now, it will not.
It'll pale in comparison to what really happened, right?
Yeah, right. It will pale. It won't do it justice at all, and it will be a watered down version of what actually happened, no matter how mad you get. So
yeah, I agree. Now, I also want to introduce special guest number 2. Special guest number 2, we snuck her in the back door. She told the guy, "Hey, I'm with the DJ," and because we didn't want anybody to know she was here. But we ought to welcome a very special guest, none other than Michelle Squish Boletsky in the house. Michelle, what's up with you, girl? How you doing?
Not much. I miss you guys. I'm waiting for you guys to come back to New York.
Yeah, that might be a long wait. That might be a
long ass wait.
That might be a long ass wait.
We'll have to meet in Chicago.
We are going to have to meet in Chicago or San Diego for sure, but definitely not New York.
Or San Diego, yes.
Michelle, before I give the reins to Lisa, because Lisa spent about an hour and a half today typing on what she was going to talk about.
Wow.
Yeah. So when you go back to the very beginning of her trip, remember she left a few days before I did to go to Chicago. So she's got a lot more ammo and information than I do. So before I let her loose with her Tommy gun, if you will, Michelle, just without giving away details, wrap up give us an emotional or mental description of what transpired over the last week and a half.
It was really, really traumatic. For me, it was traumatic, and I wasn't living it, but because I'm a nervous flyer and I don't like airports or airplanes, I really felt what Lisa was going through. And then toward the end, what you went through as well.
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys give out the gory details, but I have to say it was traumatizing. Even for me, just thinking about it, I was getting anxiety and panic attacks. From my couch. Yeah. No kidding.
As Lisa starts to tell the story, and I've got to tell my parts and you guys tell your parts, we'll all interject, but let me check the chat real quick. I see Frank the Franchise Wade in the house. Crazy Canuck says, considering this is basically Dave and Friends bullshitting, I won't be making an over-under. If I made anything, it would be an over-even. More over or more over. And Clam says, I would be over, Canuck. All right, Lisa in the house. For those of you who don't know, let me lay the groundwork, and then I'm going to turn it over to you. I don't remember what the date was, but Lisa had to leave to Chicago. She had to leave Knoxville to Chicago on business. She had to spend a few days there. And then she was going to go to New York, but she had 4 days off in between. That's why I went to New York, so we could spend 4 days together and with the Boletskys, checking out New York. And then I was going to come home, and Lisa was going to work for a few days and then come home. So overall, she was going to be gone like 10, 11 days. So you go to Chicago, Lisa, and I believe Chicago went off without a hitch, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, Chicago was actually really good. I mean, Chicago usually is. There's very little complaint for Chicago, unless you go in the dead of winter when it's snow. It's usually pretty good. Also, I'm not looking at the chat right now, so I can't see the answers. Dave, you can watch
Yeah.
and let me know. But I have to preface this by asking if anybody ever watched that show called The Jury.
The Jury.
If you've seen The Jury, you might understand what I'm going to talk about. But
And
let me give
and
you sort of an overview.
let me say that we're not talking about the movie Jury Duty or the
No, no,
or
no.
none of that. It was a
It was a
reality TV
reality
show called The
show.
Jury. Yeah.
And the premise was there was a jury of people, and only one person was an actual juror. Everyone else was paid actors. And the whole premise of the show was that crazy ass shit was constantly happening. And this guy was the only one not in on the
Not in
joke.
on it. Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so he was constantly looking around thinking, dear God, this cannot be happening to me.
It's basically the
So,
Jury version of being punked.
Yeah, right.
correct.
I had even said during this whole week-long ordeal that it feels like we were all being
We were all
punked.
being
That's what
punked.
It really did. It
that's what
really
it
did.
felt like.
I
Or for
Yeah.
felt
those
like
of
I
you who
was
are really old,
living.
like Yogi, Candid Camera, just want to throw that reference out
There
there
you
for
go,
you, buddy.
candid camera. I really did feel like I was living in my own episode of Jury Duty, of Jury,
Yeah.
because everything that happened, the more that it went on, the less I could believe that it was happening.
It was
I swear
unbelievable.
to God, I thought that somebody was going to jump out and say,
Yeah.
"Ha, got you," because
Yeah.
it was bad. So let me just sort of give you the lead up. So Dave's right. I left on Monday the 3rd. I had to work in Chicago for a few days. I was there until Thursday. Everything there went great and had no problems at all. Even got done with work early on Thursday, got to the airport early for my 5:40 flight on Thursday. Now, as Dave said, I took 4 days off. So I took off Monday and Friday and Monday, so we could have 4 full days with the Beletskis. We reserved and bought all these tickets for activities, planned it out. Like we were by the hour practically. We had all this
Yep.
stuff planned. So we were ready. Dave flew out on Thursday and he'll give you his own he'll interject on his story, but he got into the city and Michelle and Bullet picked him up and they went and did some fun stuff while I'm sitting in the airport. I get to the airport early. I'm ready for my 5:40 flight. There were multiple delays. So many delays that I finally just gave up and was like, you guys just go do whatever you're going to do. Dave, I've got your name on the hotel. You can go check in without me. I'll just get there when I get there. At this point, I'm going to get there pretty late. So I'm in the airport in Chicago at O'Hare, and I'm not going to tell you until the end, but because I want to actually have you guys guess an over under on some of this stuff. There were a number
I
of
always take
delays.
the over.
Always like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Number of delays for a variety of reasons, including mechanical issues with the plane, weather, air traffic control, ground stops. Eventually, my flight was canceled around 10 o'clock at night on Thursday. So now I'm a little upset because I've been sitting in the airport for 5 hours and my flight's actually it's more like 8 hours because I got there super early. It's been canceled. Fortunately, I was standing at the desk when it was announced, so I was able to grab the first flight out the next morning, which is Friday, at 7:05. Now I'm like, okay, I'm really irritated because I got to book a hotel and do all the things, and I got to come back. But at least I'm going to get there pretty early in the morning, probably by like 10. No problem. So I book my hotel. I get my bag, which I paid $100 for because it was overweight. Grabbed an Uber to the
Shocker.
hotel, checked in. Yeah, checked in, made a reservation for the early shuttle because at a 7:05 flight for O'Hare, you got to get there at like 4:30 in the
Yeah,
morning.
you
So
had
I'm
the
on the
shuttle like 4 o'clock in the
early
morning
shuttle.
or some shit, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. So I get myself all settled in my room. I'm in bed around midnight. Not terrible. However, this should have been the indicator for what was about to happen to my life. Around 1:30 in the morning, I get woken up by a text that says my flight's been delayed from 7:05 to 11:30. All right, well, not great news, but now at least I figure I can sleep in a little bit. I don't have to get up at 0 dark 30 to go to take the shuttle. So I get up, I get ready, I get packed, get all my shit packed back up. I check out, take the shuttle to the airport. As I'm getting out of the shuttle to check my bag, I received the second delay notice. So now I'm not leaving at 11:30, I'm leaving at 1:40. Okay, now I'm getting a little frustrated because now I'm not going to get there till mid-afternoon. Now I've missed half the day of activities. Still not great, but not horrifying yet. Okay, I'm going to shorten this all and tell you this. There were multiple delays throughout the day/evening, and my flight eventually got canceled about 10:30 p.m.
Yeah, it's
Now,
unbelievable.
because this was the second day of multiple delays, around mid-afternoon, late afternoon, I started looking for alternate flights with Dave's help. So he's looking for flights on his phone. I'm looking for them on my phone. Unfortunately, everyone else was thinking the same thing.
Yep.
So flights were disappearing faster than we could find them. Sometime in the evening, all of us in the airport were told that there was a full ground stop in New York. At LaGuardia, there were 40 to 50 planes on the ground, no gates, no crews. They're just full stop. Nobody was going in or out. Because of that, flights were being diverted. Now JFK has a full ground stop, 40 to 50 planes on the ground. Nobody's going in or out of JFK either. So now everybody is really panicking. I'm looking at every airline, every Chicago airport, every airport even close to New York. I'm just trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. I cannot believe I'm still there on the second day. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm irritated. I'm mad that I missed my day of activities because now it's Friday night. The only ticket I can find.
Hold on. Let me jump in real quick. So before you get to that, so during this time, we are looking on American. We are looking on Delta. We are looking on United. We are looking on Southwest. We're looking on
Every
Frontier.
airport,
We're looking on
every
Legion.
airline.
And I shit you not, every single time one of us texts the other one, hey, there's a flight here. By the time the other one goes to it, it was fucking gone. That's how fast it was happening in real time.
Everyone was looking
the
for
flights
that.
were getting snatched up. No, Clams, I wish we were kidding. I'm not even kidding.
No,
like
not
I'd
kidding.
be looking, I'd be like, Lisa, grab that American at 7:30, whatever. And she goes, I don't see it on mine. I'm like, it's right there. And I went to go get it, and it's fucking gone off my phone. It's like that's how fast things were happening in real time. It was crazy.
So,
yeah, fuck off.
between the two
Hey, are
of
they
us-
still an airline, Zach? I thought they went out of business. Spirit? Did Spirit go out of business?
Oh, Spirit went out of business. I
think
thought.
I think
they went out of business.
Yeah, I think they're gone. Oh, by the way,
right,
we did
so-
look on Allegiant though, just for the record.
did
But
look on
you have
Allegiant.
to go like every third Tuesday or some shit like that.
So okay, so now it's late. It's getting late, and I'm frustrated. I'm ready to cry because I'm so angry.
Mhm.
I finally find a flight. Now the flight is 6:30 in the morning on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Midway
So we've missed 2 days
on
now already.
Southwest.
We've missed 2 days already.
Okay.
Or a day and a half.
This is the last ticket on that flight, so I grab it just in case. Now, keep in mind, I'm still in the airport waiting for my flight, but I figure I'll pick it up. I can cancel 2 hours ahead of time. I'm just taking it as a precaution. Now, here's the best part about that ticket. It's not into New York. It's going into Albany because there's not a fucking ticket to be had going directly into New York. So now Dave's online trying to book me a train ticket from Albany to New York.
An Amtrak.
Or as close to my arrival as possible, right? So we're trying to figure out, okay, if I get in. Now, this is assuming, of course, that I'm going to get out on time on that Southwest
Actually,
flight,
hold on,
which
sorry.
At this point is a pretty big assumption.
It is. Sorry, let me back up. And Bullet, Michelle, you guys should jump in on this too real quick. So when Lisa was trying to get the flight to Albany, what did I text you? Michelle, you could throw, this will give you a chance to get in here. Do you guys remember what I text you about Albany the very first time when Lisa was trying to book a ticket? What did I say?
Can we take a quick drive to Albany to pick Lisa up, please? I'll pay for gas and tolls.
I did, and you're like, and you guys,
and dinner. Oh,
and I'll cover your dinner. And you guys were like, are you out of your fucking mind? That's like a 4-hour drive each way. I'm like, I'll share the driving. And
I just wanted to get to New York. At this point, I just wanted to get out of Chicago, out of the airport. So here it is. So keep in mind, this is mid-afternoon, evening. Still waiting for my flight. It's been delayed multiple times, but I'm still in the airport, still thinking I'm getting out of there. So our plane finally gets there. Thank God. We get on the plane, goes really smoothly. Everyone's like, yes, we're finally getting on the plane. We cheered. It was awesome. We get on the plane. We taxi to the runway. Now there's weather moving in New York. So not only is there a full ground stop for whatever reason they had it, but now there's weather rolling in, which changed the route that we had to take, which meant we had to get on a different runway, which meant we had to go a different direction, which caused our crew to time out
Unbelievable.
So we had to go back to the terminal and our flight got canceled. So now, second day in the airport, I've had 2 flights canceled. I'm irritated. I'm angry. It's like 10:30 at night. I'm so frustrated. I get off the plane. There's an announcement that's being made that says the passengers were being rebooked on the 9 a.m. flight the next morning.
Yep.
If we didn't want to take that flight, we can get in line to change it. Now, there was a long ass line. I'm like, as long as I get out of here at 9 in the morning, I'll still get there, 11 ish. It's fine, whatever. And I had my Southwest flight as a backup. So I'm like, whatever. I didn't get in line. Now, I've been sending all day. I've been sending my team snarky updates all day. Like, they can't believe this is happening either. So my boss, who lives 10 minutes away from O'Hare, she's put fresh seats on her guest room bed, told me to let her know if I need it rather than getting another hotel. Cool. That's awesome. So I call her. I'm heading to baggage to get my bag. Again, another $100 that I've paid because this is the second day that I'm going, but didn't actually go. I'm on hold with Delta to confirm that not only do I have a seat in the morning, but that I'm getting the comfort seat I paid for. Because you know what it's like. You pay for something and then you get switched on flights and you don't get the way you paid for. So I wanted to make sure I got it. So I'm on hold. I text Kate. She gets out of bed to come and get me. It's 11 o'clock. By the time I get my bag, we get to the house. It's 11:30-ish. I drag my shit inside, trying not to wake up the rest of the family. I unpack. I prep for a 0 dark 30 Uber, 4:15 again, because while she's 10 minutes from O'Hare, she's 45 minutes from Midway,
Which is
which
the
is where I
which is
have
where
to
you have to
leave from.
fly out of, yeah.
So I'm still on hold with Delta all this time. All this time, I'm still on hold with Delta. Finally, you get through a little after 1 in the morning. I'm laying in bed, barely awake, just waiting for someone to pick up. Now, I'm not going to give you the play-by-play of that ridiculous conversation because I probably will commit Harry Carey if I have to go through it again. It was the stupidest conversation I've ever had. It turns out, not only do I not have a comfort seat on that flight in the morning, I don't have a seat at all.
A fucking
No seat.
when after they told her she had a 9 a.m. fucking seat, they never booked her on the flight.
Thank God I called, even though it took 2.5 hours to get through to them. So they haven't processed the credit because they assume I'm going to just rebook on another flight, even though I don't have a seat on this flight in the morning. Well, I've got my Southwest flight in the morning, so I just tell them to go ahead and process that. Just process my credit.
The one to Albany, by the way.
Yeah, my Southwest flight to Albany. Yeah. That's what I have. I've already called my Uber. I've scheduled it for the morning, so I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go. I'm not even going to go bother back at O'Hare. So he processes the thing, and we finish the call. As I'm falling asleep, I get the email that confirms that I got the credit. So I take a quick look at it again, half asleep. I'm exhausted. As I look at it, not only does it confirm that I'm getting my credit, the motherfucker canceled my outgoing flight home on Wednesday.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Not only do I not have a flight in the morning to get to New York, I don't have a flight to come home on Wednesday. Now I'm panicking because not only do I not have a ticket, but also that was a first class ticket that I purchased for myself because I figured after a long time away from home, I wanted to have a nice trip. So I got to go online. It's freaking 2 in the morning. Fortunately, I find the flight. There is still a first class seat available. 2 o'clock-ish, I finally close my eyes. My alarm goes off at 3:30 so I can get up, shower, dress, packed, ready for the stupid early Uber. That is all before I even leave Chicago. It's not over yet. Before I continue with the next piece, Dave, did you want to jump in at all?
Yeah, so a couple things. So just to be clear, all this is Delta Airlines bullshit that she's telling you about. The backup flight from Midway to Albany was the Southwest flight. In addition to me trying to talk Bullet and Michelle into driving me to Albany and back or whatever, in the meantime, Bullet goes, wait, there's a train that goes from Albany. It's like a 10-minute Uber from the airport to the train station, and it's a 2 hour and 45 minutes, so basically a 3-hour train ride down. So I'm texting with Lisa the night before while she's either, I think, on the way to her boss's house. I'm like, I'm going to get you this ticket. There was one ticket left on that fucking train. One ticket left. I got her the last fucking train ticket to go from Albany, because what's the point of her flying from Midway Chicago to Albany if she can't get from Albany to New York City 3 hours away? So yeah. So
Also, you should know. Tell them you looked for all the rental cars. There wasn't a rental car.
Yeah,
we had.
I tried it. We tried all the rental car companies out of Albany, and for me to drive from New York City to Albany to pick her up, everybody was sold out. Again, going back to what she was talking about earlier, how we couldn't find every time we found a flight, it was getting booked. Everybody was trying to get to New York. Yeah, everybody was trying to get to New York, so we couldn't find shit. Doug Day in the house says, and Dave wants most of us to fly to the family reunion. I mean, you are going to New York next year.
No, we're going to Syracuse. We're not going to New York.
Syracuse, you know.
Because I could get a flight into Syracuse,
yeah, that's
no problem.
True. That's true. I mean, we were, you know what's funny is I was telling Bullet when we were walking around, we did our 20,000 steps on fucking Sunday or Monday or whatever fucking day that was. I was telling him how we were looking at everywhere. We looked at Allentown, Pennsylvania. I tried to see if there was an airport in
Philadelphia. Can I fly there and take a train?
Like fucking Scranton, like anywhere we could find within a few hours. We were trying to find a flight for Lisa to get there. Fucking
it's funny, but you could have, Lisa, literally driven from Chicago to
New
York, back to Chicago, and back to New York. You could have done the drive twice, 4 ways.
I know.
And still gotten here quicker.
So I was so mad.
Dude,
I was so mad.
Nate, you nailed it on the head, bro. We are at the mercy of this ridiculous bullshit. And let me back up and before Lisa, because the other thing is she's going to ask you about the over-under for how many cancellations she had, so you guys are going to have to guess on that. But let me back up and tell you the reasons. So the first reason she got delayed was air traffic control issue out of Minnesota. No details given. That happened twice. Then when the plane finally got there, then it was a mechanical issue. Then when the mechanical issue was done, it was a fucking weather issue. Then after the weather issue,
first. It was air traffic control first.
I said air traffic control first, baby.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, and then after that, fucking what was the last one? It was the ground stop. But and then the crew timed out. There's no scenario. I think we have a better chance as a group of winning the lottery than all of those things to happen in succession ever again.
Yeah.
It was fucking
to one person.
Yeah.
To one person.
To one person. It's not like we had a group of people and we all pooled our resources and said, oh, this happened to me and this happened to me and this happened to me. No. One fucking person.
One person, all those things happened to. So anyway.
Insane.
So she's got to get up. So she's got to get up. I don't know what day this is now. Is this Sunday? Saturday morning?
No, it's Saturday morning. But before I go into that piece of it.
Our Vandalay has a good point, though, in the chat. He does say it's Bullet's fault somehow.
I think I'm one of the heroes in this story, actually, but that's besides
We're
the point.
not even going to talk about Bullet's lack of the ability to determine what distances are.
Oh,
we're not talking about that yet.
All right,
that comes later.
Yeah, it does come later. All right, go ahead.
But before I talk about my stupid ass early flight, Dave, why don't you tell them about your amazing experience checking into the hotel?
So,
this is also happening. At the same time as I'm dealing with my shit.
At the same time, apparently on 40th in New York City, there are two different fucking courtyards, number one. So I get dropped off by Bullet and his lovely wife, Michelle, and I go into the hotel to check in, and the chick, fucking bitch at the counter tells me I'm at the wrong fucking hotel.
But luckily, my spidey sense was tingling, and when we dropped you off, I said to Michelle, "I go, let's make sure this is the right courtyard. Let's wait a minute to see if he comes running out."
So from the desk, I text, "I'm at the wrong hotel," and so luckily they were still out front. So I go back out there. They drive me around. They take me to the correct hotel, which is up 40th, just a couple blocks away. I go to check in. And I think the check-in process went fine, if I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa.
Yeah,
but
I think it went really smoothly.
Yeah, check-in process was fine. I get up in my room, though, and it's fucking hot, and it's fucking musky, and it smells like I'm in the fucking jungle. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I go, and the fucking AC is set for 60. And I'm like, well, shit, it should be fine in here. I go up, and I feel the fucking air come out of the AC thing, and it's barely, like, warm. So I call and I'd be like, hey, I need some fucking AC. The guy comes up to fix the AC. He brings a fucking filter. He changes the filter and says, "Yeah, that's about all we can do. It's 90-something degrees outside. All the rooms are like this. That's just the way it is. It's like 75 degrees in my room.
But it's also so humid that it's like, any of you guys camp when you were little and you had to sleep outside, and when you wake up in the morning, the dew is all over everything and all your shit's damp?
Yeah, it was.
That's what the room was like.
I felt gross the whole fucking time I was in that fucking room.
The
So
sheets were damp, the floor was damp, the towels were damp, everything was wet.
everything
gross.
was fucking bad.
And you skipped a big part of it, which gives it more context there, which is before that we did a lot of walking. We walked for hours, including completely around Citi
my God.
Field
Yeah.
in oppressive 90-degree heat with 100% humidity. So we were literally sweating bullets.
Sweating. Hey, hold on a second. Hold on. You deserve one for that, buddy. That's. I mean, I don't know if you planned that or not, but that was pretty good. Good for you. But here we go. All right. So. So yeah. So I was hot. I was sweaty. I was tired. I was fucking frustrated from having to help Lisa with all her bullshit. So I get up there. I think, was there something else wrong with the room? I'm trying to remember because we had the second room. I don't want to mix them up.
No. That was me later on Monday. So we'll get to that one.
Okay. So anyway, I'm checking in. So I'm there. I spent a nice. I will tell you this though. When I got picked up at the airport by Bullet and Michelle, they took me down into Queens where they live, and we got to eat at this pizza place where Ray Romano. If anybody has ever watched Everybody Loves Raymond, that's my favorite TV show of all time. I love that show. I own all the seasons. Like, that's my favorite show of all time. And they took me to the pizza place where Ray Romano used to go growing up. It changed names recently. It sold, it got bought out or whatever. It used to be called what, Bullet?
It used to be called Lillian's. It was called Lillian's for years. And they have very recently sold it to a new, younger family. And the new name is called Masani. And this was Masani Pizza. And
it was great, dude. It was really good pizza.
Yeah. And Ray Romano, for context, grew up in Forest Hills, where I grew up.
Yep.
And he grew up a few blocks away. And the pizza place they hung out in the show, for the whole show, was based on this pizza place.
Yep.
His face is all over the walls. And for more context, Ray Romano, for those who don't know this, was my baseball coach. He was a few years older than me.
He was his fucking little league coach. What the fuck?
He was my little league coach. I showed Dave all the photos.
I saw the pictures. It's legit.
This was before he was famous. He was a struggling comedian playing like dive clubs for 20 people a night. So I know Ray Romano. I don't know him like today, but I knew him enough back then to invite him to my wedding.
Yep.
Did not show up, but I had.
But he sent you a gift. But he sent you a gift though. That was cool.
He sent me a gift.
Yep.
And when I had my first kid, he wrote me a nice letter, and so we stayed in touch for a little bit, but then he got too famous. So.
Yeah, and then So T to Queen. I thought I saw a comment in here about Cincinnati. That was the SFL convention a couple years ago. It was just like that. With the ACs and where at least it was there too in Cincinnati. So we all remember that. It was just it was just like that. It was hot.
Worse than that though.
It was worse because it was more humid and it was hotter.
It was worse than Cincinnati because we couldn't open. So in Cincinnati, remember, we could open our door and we had that big fan and we could kind of get airflow going through the rooms. It was not like that. You couldn't do that. And it was so humid that all of the wood in the room was expanding. So like the drawers wouldn't open, the doors wouldn't open or close. Like it was the headboard was like falling off the wall. Like
dude, I had to take so many pictures because I didn't want them to think we damaged the room. That's how fucking bad the room was.
It was so bad.
Dude, that is hilarious. Crazy goes, if only Ray Romano could see you now, Bullet. You got your own little clip show on a Twitch stream for a fake sports league. You're way more famous than him.
That is definitely a bullet point for next week for sure.
Crazy, you should pin that message, bro. That's too fucking funny not to pin in this. Anyway.
Phenomenal.
All right, Lisa, let's get back to the story.
All right. So what Dave didn't tell you was that he went out, found a small fan at the local CVS that was across the street. So now he's at least got a fan in the room that's sort of kind of keeping it cool. Also, what he didn't tell you is that while I'm in the airport on Friday trying to figure out how the hell to get to New York, he's in the hotel room waiting for me because he's hoping that I'm going to get there and we can go
Yeah.
do stuff together. So
Yeah.
instead of like leaving the hotel room to just go do random shit, he's just sitting there waiting for me to get there.
And
so
let me
of course,
just let me just
never
interject.
happens.
Let me interject this for the ladies that are listening, and I know there's a few ladies listening. I just want you guys to know when Lisa texted me and said you should at least go do the things that I can't do since we paid for them. And what did I say, Lisa? Do you remember my words?
I don't remember them exactly, but I read them to Kate when I was on my way to her house, and she said, "Oh, that is so sweet."
I said, "Baby, you are the love of my life, and I would not want to experience this without you."
This guy made me look bad.
I mean, I do that a lot for people. Sorry. No, please finish with your turmoil. I just wanted to toot my own horn for a minute.
No, it's true. It's true. So we are now at Saturday morning. Okay. It's 0 dark 30. I'm leaving my boss's house at 4:15 in the morning. I get in the Uber, and number one, it's freaking 4:15, and I've had 2 hours of sleep. Actually, I've had a total of 5 hours sleep in the last 48 hours. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm tired. I'm irritated. I'm annoyed. And this person that is driving hits her head on her own car and is cussing and like making a huge deal of having slammed her head, like it's my fault that she hit her head on her own car. But then also proceeded to talk incessantly for 45 minutes, all the way to the airport. Now, for those of you that know me or even know anything about me, you know I'm not a real people person. I like people, like 5 of them, maybe 10. I like you guys.
There's 25 people listening to the show right now, baby.
I like people in moderation. I need my space. I need to recharge. I'm not great for long periods of time.
There were 25.
I'm also not great at 4:15 in the morning when I'm tired and I don't know you and I couldn't care less about the stupid bullshit that you're rattling on about.
Baby,
so that is a really great.
I gotta ask, does anybody feel like I've rubbed off on her in the last 35 years?
Actually, for those of you that do know me, I'm not like this very often. But it's now been 48 hours with no sleep, multiple delays, 2 cancellations, and now I'm finally trying to get to New York. Here's the good news. I get to Midway, I get my bag checked. Yes, I paid another $100 to it. Also, it was a $100 Uber to the airport.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because it's 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
So good news is the flight leaves relatively on time. I think it got delayed maybe 15 minutes.
It was like 15 minutes, yeah.
I didn't even really count it as a delay. In fact, when I was counting my delays, I didn't even count that one because it was 15 minutes. I get on board with no issues. I'm good. Cute little kid next to me on the plane. I don't know, maybe 7, 8 years old. Reminded me of Drew when he was little. His name was Ulrich. If any of you have ever seen Knight's Tale, you'll know why that is significant.
Ulrich von Liechtenstein.
Mm-hmm. We played games. We played tic-tac-toe. He was the cutest little thing. Great flight. Land in Albany. Now I've got to get to the train station, which is 20 minutes away, and I've got about 40 minutes before my train. So I'm looking at Uber. I'm looking at Lyft. Lyft is about $35. Uber's about $55. They're about 15 minutes away. Dave says,
fuck
maybe
that.
You should just see if there's a cab out there.
I say, fuck that. Find a cab and get your ass there.
Wait.
Yep.
I'm like, okay. So I find a cab, super easy. Get in the cab. This guy is super nice, gets me to the train station, unloads my luggage, my bag, which has got the big heavy tag on it because it's fucking heavy. Sets me up to walk over to the train station and gives me the thing to pay for the taxi, which was $100. So instead of paying $35 for Lyft or $55 for Uber, I got a bargain and paid $100.
But you got there 15 minutes earlier than you would have.
I didn't get there.
So technically,
I got there on time.
50 divided by 15, you do the math.
I did get there on time. I was able to get help with my bags. And because I did that, the guy got me on the train before they even started the boarding process. So I was the first one on the train, got my pick of spots. He put my luggage on the train. Very, very nice. I sit down. I'm ready to go. It's a 2.5-hour train ride with 8 stops along the way. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing, except for 2 things. Number one, the Wi-Fi was shit.
Yep.
It didn't work hardly at all. So it was a 2.5 hour train with 8 stops with nothing to do. The second thing was whatever this train was had no dining car. So there's no drinks, no food, no nothing. No Wi-Fi, no drinks, no food, just 8 stops with all the other people. That was awesome. We finally get into New York.
So let me back. Sorry, the other bad thing is that we have dinner and show plans that evening with the Beletskis. We have a 4 was it 4 or 4:45? You guys,
4 o'clock.
We have a 4 p.m.
show.
dinner for an 8 o'clock show.
That's what I was just getting to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Then go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the train got into Penn Station at around 3:15.
And it was supposed to be there at 2:45. It was a fucking half hour late.
It was late. But Dave's there, being the wonderful husband he is there to help me schlep my shit all the way to the hotel because we're walking. Because as Bullet says, it's not very far. Now, it's a 20-minute walk.
Sorry, I had to clip that real quick where you said I was a wonderful husband. Go ahead.
Yeah. Schlepping all of my crap through New York with all the people. It's 100 degrees outside, 70% humidity. We're going as fast as we possibly can go. We get there and get into our room. Remember, no air conditioning. Yeah. Now we've got to rinse off and get out and to our dinner reservations by 4 o'clock. We were only 10 minutes late.
We got to the room at 3:40, right? We had 20 minutes to do everything, including a 10-minute walk. It was crazy.
Yeah. And we were only 10 minutes late. I was really proud of us. We showed up.
Although we didn't show up till what, Bullet? 4:10, 4:15, some shit like that?
That's what I'm saying.
It was impressive.
It was a 4 o'clock reservation. We were only 10 minutes late. That's not bad.
Michelle, what'd you say?
It was impressive. No, it was great. You were only 10 minutes late.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed a drink really badly.
You were supposed to be here on Thursday afternoon, and now it's mid-afternoon on Saturday. So
late afternoon.
Over 48 hours later. Yep. And to get there, you had to fly into a city which is hundreds of miles away from New York and take a 3 fucking hour train. It was so bizarre. It was
unreal. So the good news is, at this point, as Bullet said, missed 48 hours. I've missed 2 days of activities, all the stuff that we planned for Friday, the stuff we planned for Saturday. I got there in time for our dinner, for our Broadway show.
Which was phenomenal, by the way. Both were phenomenal.
Yes.
Great Gatsby, the Great Gatsby was awesome. It was.
What was the name of the restaurant again? Carmine's, right?
Carmine's.
Yeah, Carmine's was fantastic. Great Gatsby was awesome.
We met a couple from Nashville who gave us their dessert.
We have new friends.
Yeah, we got new friends.
Yeah, they had a lake house and they gave us their dessert, which Michelle thought. Did Michelle share with us what your comment was when they gave us their dessert?
It was flabbergasting. We had 2 separate parties offer us food at the restaurant that night, and both parties were from the South.
Yep.
So I guess maybe that's what they do down south.
That's what we do, baby.
And here's what Michelle.
This was the first time in our lives, Michelle and I,
this has happened.
That we ever got offered food.
Anything.
This is what happens when you hang out with
twice in one night.
This is what happens when you hang out with Dave Axis and Pink Lisa, bro. I don't tell you.
The best part was Michelle's response. Michelle looked at me and she goes, they each gave us their food, man. If somebody in New York gives you food, you want them to think you think it's poison.
Yeah, you don't taste it. I was like, okay, are we really going to trust it? But I figured they were from the South, and
they're from Tennessee.
Nice
Come on.
Yeah,
actually, no. I'm sorry. They were they were originally from Nashville. They lived in Alabama now. Remember, they moved to Alabama.
Yeah,
they live on the lake.
Yeah.
They were lovely. They were really lovely. Dave got their number. Dave got their number.
That's
what I do, baby. I get numbers. What's up?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
that was awesome.
Maybe they'll be part of the team.
Hey, Doug Day in the chat says 48 hours late, and some Uber bitch is bitching about bumping her head. How did you not fucking assassinate her on the spot, Lisa?
I gotta tell you, man. It took everything in me not to just scream bloody murder. I was so irritated.
Pain in my ass says, never believe a man when he says it's not that far or it's really big. I don't know what that means.
Okay, Bullet has the absolute worst perception of distance.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Everything we
disagree,
did,
let's preface that though.
everything we did, Bullet said it's just a couple of
It's
blocks.
just a few blocks. Now, how many? Raise of hands because I can
That's
see all your
Manhattan
hands.
speak. My
I know.
error was not recalibrating my thought process that you guys are not
No
from
shit,
New
bro.
York.
No shit.
Right.
That was an error on my part for sure.
How many
Around the
people? How many people in the
corner is a
chat have been to Las
20-minute walk.
Vegas? How many people in the chat have been to Las Vegas? You know when the casino looks like it's not that far, and then 45 minutes later you're still fucking walking to it. That's
Yeah.
New York.
But Bullet wasn't convinced. So you're convinced that it's not that far. When we went to dinner after the 9/11 museum on Sunday, you said that the restaurant that you wanted us to go to was around the corner. 20 fucking minutes later, we're still walking. We're like, what fucking corner is it? Does this corner exist? Meanwhile, we've turned like 4 corners. So I'm like, where the fuck are we going?
I will say the couple days we got to spend there were fucking magnificent. And I bet 4 days would have been even better, just saying.
It was fun. So here's what I just want to kind of move. I want to fast forward just a little bit to Sunday now.
Hold on. Hold on. We forgot to do. We got to do the over under in the chat. You got to. So the over.
No, because we're not done yet.
Oh, we're not done
yet.
Oh, that's right. My
we got
bad.
a lot more to go.
Yeah. My
we
bad.
got a lot more to
Hey,
go.
for those of you who have been here listening for an hour, we have a lot more to go.
Just trust me, it gets better. It gets so much better.
Oh yeah.
So
because
I
got to talk about my flight still.
The only thing that we decided to do on Sunday that we kept, we did 2 things. Number one, we moved our 9/11 museum to Sunday afternoon because we really wanted to do that. But first we went to the Yankees game because Dave wanted to see Monument Park. That was the only reason he really wanted to go to Yankee Stadium, to see Monument Park.
Right.
Yeah. So Michelle and Bullet pick us up. Well, they tried to pick us up because also on that morning, there was a Dominican parade that was happening right
literally
next to
a Dominican
hotel.
for 6 fucking miles or some shit.
So we had to go, like, I can't even tell you how far we had to go before we finally had to go underground in the subway across, like, under the street and pop up somewhere else to go down a couple of blocks and back over again. It was insane.
Fucking nonsense.
Now we finally get in the car and we go to Yankee Stadium. Now we're late, right? You got to go early to get parking. We got really, really lucky. We got great parking right close to the stadium, like literally 100 feet from the stadium.
And it was only $50.
Yeah, that was amazing.
$50.
But you know what?
$50. We
Only
considered
$50.
lucky, and we paid $50 fucking dollars.
It was not bad.
Only
and it's
50,
valet.
yeah.
Dude, I thought that was a bargain. What was that, Michelle?
No, it was all things considered. We were a couple of blocks from the stadium. Legitimate, a couple of blocks, right?
Not even.
It was a block and a half. It was a block and a half.
Yeah.
So close. So
unheard of.
We get there. It doesn't take us long to get in, which is amazing. We get in. Now, we did walk in on the opposite side of our seats.
We did.
Okay, not bad. But also our seats were in the very, very top level. So we decided to just wander around a little bit before going up to our seats. And then Dave wanted to go see Monument Park. So we were trying to find Monument Park. Well, we finally found Monument Park, but that was only after asking someone about it and finding out it's fucking closed. Because it closes 45 minutes before the game.
Before the game. Dude, the gates open like what, an hour and a half, and you've got 45 minutes to go through Monument Park? What kind of bullshit is that?
Only reason he wanted to go, and it was closed.
Unbelievable. I will say,
so that really sucked.
We did, however, get to go through a museum where Bullet was able to sexually accost some of the statues, so that was kind of fun.
I desecrated. I think I desecrated. Was that Yogi Berra?
I think it was. I think it was. It wasn't Yogi Berra. I don't think.
Yeah. Yep. So now it's Sunday evening. And then we do the 9/11 museum, which was, by the way, amazing, absolutely incredible. Dave and I. But we would go back to New York maybe someday in the
very distant future.
Someday, maybe if we found a way to get there. But now we're exhausted.
Not a plane.
We've been walking for hours. We're hungry. All of us are tired. It's still fucking hot as hell outside. So we just want to grab dinner. Now is where Bullet comes in and says, I know a place. It's around the corner. Great, because we're all hungry. Michelle's getting hangry. I'm getting hangry. We're all tired. Our feet are killing us. Our back is hurting us. It's hot. So we walk about 20-ish minutes around several corners,
Felt
not
longer.
around the corner, just
Felt longer.
around multiple corners. We did finally get there. Had the worst service we've probably had.
Dude,
the
that guy was
entire
fucking
time.
terrible.
That guy was awful.
Fucking
Yeah,
terrible.
well, that's a good spot because I worked right around there for years, and I frequented that place, and
That guy was just
that
terrible.
Yeah, he was
that
terrible.
terrible.
It was, yeah,
Terrible.
they happened to be under construction. I think the whole thing was just not, they weren't like, it wasn't up to par of what they
Yeah.
usually are. Yeah.
My favorite
we had
part.
dinner.
Hold on, no. My favorite part about that meal was the guy comes and goes, "Can I get you guys some water to get started?" And so I was like, "I need some fucking bread. I need some fucking bread."
I told you she was getting hangry. We were getting
Yeah.
hangry. We were tired. We were hungry. We needed some food. We needed some water. We had our dinner. Now we also had planned to go walk around Little Italy and Chinatown because we really wanted to see those. But now we're exhausted and
It
we
was
just wanted to go
late.
back to the hotel.
Yeah, it was late.
So we and because Dave was leaving the next day, and
Suppose
we had our
wait,
walking tour in
allegedly.
Central Park.
Allegedly.
So we decided we're just going to call it a night. We're going to go back to the hotel, save our energy for our walking tour in Central Park the next day, because Dave has an evening flight. We got plenty of time to do this. I don't have to work till the evening.
Yeah.
It's all good. So we go back to the hotel, our nasty, sweaty, gross hotel because
Yep.
we don't have any air conditioning.
Yep.
Dave,
Hold
I'll
on.
let you step in
Yeah.
and talk about Monday.
Yeah. So before I do that, Garrison, Frank the franchise, Wade in the house. Yes, he did. They did take us to
Yes.
Junior's down, but I couldn't tell that was the name of the place because the sign indoors just wasn't big enough and bright enough
It
to fucking
blinded me.
to shine in my face for fucking 45 minutes. But Frank, if you've been, I'm assuming is there more than one Junior's bullet, or is he talking about the same one we went to?
There are several.
There are several.
There are
We went to
several.
one in Times Square.
Right, the original one is in Brooklyn,
Okay.
but the Times Square one is a staple also. And what Dave's talking about, so this is the middle of Times Square. It's late at night. We go into the establishment, so we are completely in the establishment. There is a neon sign that says Juniors that
Indoors.
is ablaze indoors in the restaurant. That
The letters
is
are 3 feet tall.
3 feet tall, right in the middle of the wall. It is so bright.
It's actually got heat coming off of it.
Yeah, you can feel the heat coming off. It was so outrageously like loud and bright. Crazy.
But my favorite part about that experience was not the sign. It wasn't even the cheesecake. It was the server's response when Dave asked, "What are you known for?" His response.
And I even told everybody I'm gonna troll this server. Hey, we're at a cheesecake plate. We're at a cheesecake plate.
We're there for the cheesecake. So Dave says, "What are you known for?"
He goes, "Welcome to Juniors." He goes, I go, "What are you known for?"
He goes,
hamburgers,
cheeseburgers, sandwiches.
Yeah, he said
everything but cheesecake.
sandwiches.
And I was like,
Yeah,
I couldn't
everything
tell
but
if he was
cheesecake.
trying to troll me back or if he was just rolling with the punches or what. But that was.
And then
pretty
Dave goes, "You got cheesecake, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, and cheesecake."
I was like, "Do you guys have
Like an
cheesecake?" I
afterthought.
heard you had cheesecake here. But hey, for those of you guys want to check the dugout, that was I just posted the picture of Inside Juniors. That is from our seat in the far corner of the restaurant. That's how big and obnoxious that fucking sign is. It's
So stupid.
fucking ridiculous. Anyway, all right, now I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna lose my shit here for about fucking 10 minutes because.
Dave's turn.
I mean, you guys have heard me tell stories before, so you know what's coming. My flight was due. My original flight was due to leave Monday evening, so Lisa and I could go out Monday during the day and go to do this Central Park tour, where they should take you to all the places where they've done movies in Central Park and all this shit before I have to go to the airport. My flight doesn't leave Monday till almost 7. It was like 6:55 or some shit, right? I get woken up at 8:50, almost 9 o'clock in the morning, that my flight has been canceled due to weather, not delayed. So 9 a.m. versus 7 p.m. So that's 10 fucking hours later. They have canceled my flight due to weather and have rebooked me on a flight for the next day. Well, what you guys probably don't know is I was coming home Monday because I needed to go to court with Zachary on Tuesday morning. So I said, that's just not going to work. So I jump on the fucking Delta app. I find a flight earlier that day at like 1:50 or 2 p.m., whatever, to get me home instead. I was like, perfect. So I get it. Boom. Lisa, sorry, we can't do the Central Park thing. I got to get ready to pack. I got to get my ass to the airport because now, instead of leaving in fucking 10 hours, I'm leaving in less than 5 hours. So I fucking take the $100 fucking Uber to the airport, and I get there, and everything's going great. And literally, you got to think, after all the shit that happened to Lisa and all the stuff that's happened, I'm at the airport, and Lisa and Bullet and Michelle are blowing me up. Are you there? Is everything still on time? Like every few minutes, is everything still okay? Is everything still on time? And it is. And I board. We had one short delay. It was like 9 minutes or something. No big deal. We board 9 minutes late because the plane coming to us was a little late. No big deal. Because I first walked up, the very first picture I sent to them was that I was delayed 10 minutes or whatever. No big deal. The plane gets there. The people get off the plane. We board. We're on the plane. Everything's fucking great. They close the door. We're on time. There's supposed to be weather this evening. That's why my original flight got canceled. But we are going to beat the weather. We've got a couple hours. We're good to go. Everything is great. Then a kid starts screaming on the fucking plane. I don't want to go. I don't want to be on a plane. I don't want to be in my seat. I don't want to. What the fuck? And I'm in first class, and I hear it behind me. But it turns out that 2 rows ahead of me are the grandparents. And we find out later through this fucking ordeal that the fucking, not only is it, it's the grandparents with, both their kids and their wives and then their grandchildren. There's like fucking 10 or 12 of them. And there's just this obnoxious screaming. And so the flight attendants go over there. They're trying to calm them down. It doesn't work. All blah, 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 all this shit. So then she gets on the phone and she has to call a supervisor. So then all of a sudden you start hearing the beeping that the fucking jetway is going back to the fucking airport. The door reopens. A supervisor comes on. A supervisor talks to the flight attendants. Then it talks to the parents. It talks to the captain. It escorts the mom and the kid off the fucking plane. But all this time with the screaming, I'm thinking this 2, 3, 4-year-old fucking toddler's a fucking pain in the ass. The mom walks by carrying the kid. The kid is almost as big as her. It had to be like a 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old kid that she's carrying off the fucking plane. They go off the fucking jetway. And the dad tries to go out. They tell him you can't leave because if you leave, then you can't come back on. The grandpa tries to leave. If they tell him the same thing. They all stay. 10 minutes later or so, they bring the mom and the kid back on the plane, get them back in. Go to shut the door again, and the kid starts screaming again. This goes on for 45 fucking minutes. They finally make the mom and the kid get off the fucking plane. So now we're 45 minutes behind schedule, and we have to go out and get in fucking line with all the other aircraft that are trying to leave to beat this fucking storm. And then we are sitting on the tarmac, and the captain keeps giving us update. Okay, we're in line, da 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 da, and this and that, and blah blah blah. And then it's like, oh well, we're a little delayed because of this, and then oh well, there's weather coming in, so we may have to sit out here for a while. I was on the tarmac for 2.5 fucking hours, 2.5 fucking hours, and the captain finally says the crew is timed out. We need to return to the gate. This flight is canceled. And the grandpa, who's 2 rows ahead of me, the flight attendant's walking by his seat, and he goes, I'm so sorry, this is all our fault. And she goes, oh, no, it's not your fault. And I'm the only motherfucker in first class that's got the balls to speak up. I said, yeah, it is. It's all their fucking fault. We should have been gone already. We should have been ahead of this fucking weather. I'm starting to lose my shit. This chick that's sitting across from the grandpa turns around and starts arguing with me. And I told her, I said, bitch, I'm not fucking talking to you. And then I got 3 guys around me that are defending me. And the next thing you know, the 4 of us are arguing with the fucking 3 of them. We got people standing up in the fucking aisle ready to fucking fight on this plane because some stupid fucking ignorant asshole fucking flight attendant is telling the fucking grandpa of the screaming, not toddler, Not fucking whatever comes after toddler, but like a preteen, that it's not their fucking fault. How about you control your fucking kids? So we have to go back to after all that happens, we all get seated. We're all fucking calming down now. We get back to the fucking gate. We get off the fucking plane, and I'm maggot dogging the shit out of this fucking dad. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to be on the fucking news. I don't give a fuck. I'm ready to be on the fucking news. I'm so livid at this fucking point. And we go back, and we go back to and they tell us there's no more fucking flights out tonight. I can't leave. So then I have to fucking go out. You got to go past security to go get your baggage. Well, they're not just dropping bags. If you want your bag, you have to stand in a 2-hour line to fucking request it, because not everybody wants their baggage, because some people will be on a flight tomorrow or some bullshit, right? And I said, well, I know no motherfucking buddy's leaving tonight. So I wait in this big old fucking line, and I shit you not, those fucking people are like 3 people behind me. And they won't shut the fuck. They're like all happy and giddy, like nothing fucking happened. And it's just getting on my nerves, and it's getting under my fucking skin, right? And I finally get up there, and the chick, dude, she had such an attitude. She's like, well, if you want your bag, it's going to be at least a 2-hour wait to get off plane, because there's thunder and there's lightning and there's rain and we can't get it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I was like, what am I going to do? I don't have a flight until at least tomorrow. What am I going to do? Fucking stay somewhere without my shit? I want my shit. So I get my little ticket, and then that's when I walk all the way over. I got to walk my ass like a couple bullet blocks to this fucking place, and then to take a shuttle to go to the rental car. And I talk to every single fucking rental car place, and nobody has a car available except for one place, but they won't let me drop it off in Knoxville. It has to be returned in New York. So I'm fucking stuck, and I'm pissed, and I feel like I let my kid down, and I'm just fucking steaming. And I go back to the fucking luggage thing to wait for my suitcase. And this fucking family of just misfits is letting their other grandkids just roll around on the ground and ride around on suitcase. Zero fucking discipline. And I'm just trying to mad dog the shit out of them. And nobody will fucking look at me. And I'm praying, please look at me. Please look at me. And nobody fucking looks at me, unfortunately. And the next thing you know, and listen, it's only been 20, 30 minutes. My 2.5-hour wait for a suitcase comes out of the fucking thing in 20 to 30 minutes. Imagine that. It's almost like they didn't want to do their job by telling us it was going to take longer than it was going to. So 30 minutes later, I get a fucking suitcase, spend another $100 fucking dollars on a fucking Uber to go all the way back to the fucking hotel so I can sit in a nice, hot, humid, fucking musky hotel.
But wait. You now.
Oh my God, I'm getting pissed off again right now just thinking about that fucking family, by the way.
Wait, so all of this is happening while I'm back at the hotel. Now, we got a hotel for the weekend, and we got a certain room type. Because my next few days were for work, I had a different room type, which meant we needed to switch rooms. So while Dave leaves to go to the airport, I've spent my day waiting for them to give me my new room, because they told me it'll be ready anytime. So like Dave on Friday when he was waiting for me, I sat my ass in the hotel room all day because they kept telling me it'll be ready anytime. So I waited and waited and waited, finally got my new room. They gave me my keys. I got my shit moved over, and it's almost as bad as the other room. Like, it's not much better.
No, it was not. Dude, there was no fucking difference.
So I got my fan. I put it up. I'm like, okay, just let's see if it gets any better at all. I'm now waiting. I got to go meet my coworkers. We got to get our stuff ready for the class the next day. Then we go to dinner, and I come back to the hotel room so I can prep for my next day. So I'm prepping, and Dave's now letting me know he's on his way back. So he's been keeping me posted all this time while I'm working, while I'm at dinner. He's on his way back now. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go and I undo the deadbolt on the door so he can just come in, because he's got a key.
I forgot about this part.
I've left him a key so he can get in. So I didn't want to have to get up again because it's fucking hot. I didn't want to move. I was being lazy. So he gets there, and I still didn't understand. Maybe you can explain how it happened. But what he discovers,
I
walks in.
I come up to the door, and I don't have my fucking. I've got like my baggage, and I've got my fucking carry on, all the bullshit right with me. So I put my fucking elbow on the fucking handle to reach over so I can get my fucking the key out of my pocket, the fucking door opens. Like I didn't need the key
It
to
just
open the fucking
opens.
door. It just opened.
It just opens.
So I close it. I tried a couple times. I'm like, this door doesn't lock. Like it doesn't secure at all.
Not at all.
At all.
So I call downstairs and I tell him, hey, my door doesn't lock. You got to send someone up here. I can't stay in a room where the door doesn't lock. So the engineer's doing something else. He'll be up as soon as he can. Meanwhile, Dave is starving because he spent the whole evening in the fucking airport, didn't get to eat.
Yep.
So he's like, I'm gonna go get pizza. So he leaves to go get pizza, and he meets the engineer in the elevator. I find out. The engineer gets to my door, and I open the door. I tell him what's going on, and he goes, "Oh, I saw your husband in the elevator. I'm not sure that's what's going on. I've never heard of that." And so he tries.
Motherfucker thought I was crazy.
Yeah, he did. He goes, I thought he was lying. But he tries it and he's like, oh, yeah, that's weird. I've never seen that before. So, well, I need to go see if I can find the guy. We can maybe reprogram it. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Because first of all, he said, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. We'll move you to another room.
Oh.
And I said, hell no. I said, I'm not moving again. I got all my shit laid out. I got to get up early in the morning. I'm not moving. You need to fix that shit. So he says, okay, I'm going to see if I can reprogram it. So he leaves. I go back to prepping. He comes back with the other dude with a laptop, and they spend another few minutes trying to figure something out. They can't do anything with it. Now the dude's like, listen, I think maybe if I can find a whole new mechanism.
A whole new fucking door fucking handle and lock.
So he goes away again, comes back and replaces the whole fucking thing. Now my door locks. I'm like, okay, fine. Thanks. That's great. Close the door. Now we're ready. It's all good. Got my room, still hot as fuck in there, but I got a room. I'm ready for work. Dave's coming back. He's had his pizza. He's good. At this point, Doug, it's probably 11.
I think it's 11 o'clock because,
on Monday night.
Yeah, because I got back a little after 11.
Yeah, and I got to be to work. Now, the good news is this hotel, part of the reason we chose this hotel is it is literally across the street. Like you walk out the door of a hotel and you could walk straight into the door of my building. So, I mean, it's just so freaking close. So that's the good news. I don't have to go very far to get to my job. So I get up the next morning. Dave's sleeping in because he can't fucking leave. So at this point, he's decided to just go home with me. It doesn't make any sense to go home on Tuesday.
Yeah, so
he's going to stay the next couple of days.
So I made the
flight home.
I made the flight for Wednesday evening with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get up and I go to work. I don't think much happened the next couple of days.
Well, except that our fucking shower didn't drain.
Oh yeah, the shower didn't drain, and this room was even worse. Like the closet was falling off the wall, and the doors don't close.
Just a shithole, man. It was a shithole.
It was a nightmare. Also, the hotel had only 2 working elevators, both of which were ancient and operated at the reverse speed of light.
We waited an average. Slow. We waited an average of about 7 minutes for every single elevator we had.
It was terrible.
Fucking awful.
But overall, the next 2 days were great. He and Dave and Bullet went walking around on Wednesday.
We had a blast on Wednesday.
I think you guys went, 45 miles or something.
I'm still recovering because Bullet's like, oh yeah, let's just go real quick from the Statue of Liberty to New Jersey. It's like a 5-minute walk.
Hey, you mapped out what you wanted to see, and I delivered. We did every single thing you wanted to do.
No, except for one. But I had to stop like every fucking 15 minutes and get a beer.
We did do that.
Dude. But listen, I mean, Saturday was great. We saw a lot and we got to go to the MLB headquarters in New York City. That was
you mean Wednesday?
Whatever the fuck day, man.
That was Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So
that had to be Tuesday because we left on Wednesday.
That was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
So Wednesday, you just stayed in the hotel while I went to work.
Yeah.
And you packed everything up, and then we left when I was done.
Correct. So Tuesday, Bullet took a train, met me over by the hotel in Times Square, and we went to. Let me think. Where did we go first, Bullet? I'm trying to remember the order.
We went to my favorite pizza place.
Oh yeah, your favorite,
which was right by Madison Square
Garden. Madison Square Garden. So we got the pizza and then Madison Square Garden.
We went in We walked around Madison Square Garden. Right, that was first. Then we rushed by the Empire State Building.
Yeah, it was too fucking far out of the way to go. I got a picture of it from like a few blocks away.
Yeah. Then we went to Grand Central
Yeah, that was fun.
Station,
Grand Central
which
Station was
was
great.
amazing.
That was great.
Yeah. The architecture is
Yeah.
just amazing. Then we went to Rockefeller Center
Yep.
and
We
we
had
drank a little
beers. We had
there.
beers. Yeah, we had
had
beers there.
yeah.
Yep. That was cool. That
Then
was
we
really
went
cool.
then we went to St. Patrick's Cathedral, which you went back to with Lisa
Yeah, I took Lisa
that
back
night, I
because
believe.
so for those of you who don't know, Lisa grew up Catholic. So when Bullet and I were there, I was like, "This is the biggest church I've ever seen in my fucking life." First of all,
Yeah, it's
and it's
beautiful, massive.
fucking humongous, and it's beautiful. The
But
architecture,
it's the decor, the architecture,
everything, the
it's
stained
absolutely the
glass.
most incredible building.
It is
It's
unreal.
incredible. The craftsmanship was insane.
It's unreal. So we went there, and then was that the last place we went? Oh, then the
No, then
You
MLB
guys went to
store.
the MLB store.
Yep,
we walked by Radio City Music Hall, which
That's
is
right.
right across the street from
From
the
MLB.
MLB store.
Yep, yep.
And I had recalled that my best buddy in the world, his son, who's a senior in college, works there when he's home from school. So I go, let me text him, see if he's there. I texted him. He didn't answer. We literally walked in the front door, and that kid
He was
standing in the
right
front
fucking
door. It was
there.
so weird.
That was
He
wild.
was literally in. We took 2 steps in the building, and he
Yep.
was there.
That was wild.
So
I was able to buy.
we hooked-
I bought a shirt while I was there, and he got me a discount, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah. You got a couple things. You got your good discount. So yeah, that worked out. That was
great.
fun.
That was a good day. So here's the thing. At the end of the day, before we get to the over under, and we got to tell the last part of the story. Yeah.
To talk about Wednesday.
Yeah, no, story's almost over. We got to talk about the shit show for us to get home. But up until this point, I do want to say that Zachary's court thing went really well. The people that I thought would be there for the opposing party did not show, which was the only reason I really wanted to go, to be in their face. And so I felt a lot better about not being there. So I was able to kind of relax and enjoy my day on Wednesday with Bullet after stressing out on Tuesday. So it worked out. At the end of the day, it worked out that I got to see a lot more things in New York, but by missing the court date, but the court date not being quite as intense as I thought it would be, I feel pretty good overall about not being there, even though it was out of my control anyway, but I still felt like shit at the time. So all of that to say, Bullet and I are wrapping it up. I got to get back to the hotel so I can shower and finish packing. So as soon as Lisa's done working, we can head to the airport. So that is what we do. Lisa gets off work. She comes back. We check out of the hotel around 4 p.m. And what happens, Lisa?
Well, we get in the car to get to the airport, and we're about halfway to the airport when we get our first delay notice. Flight's been delayed.
It's like at this point, I can't even be mad. I'm just laughing at this point.
Fucking comedy of errors
It
at this
really
point.
is.
Like, you
It
just,
really
again, looking around thinking, where is the camera? Like, who's going to jump out and say, got you? Because this shit can't be happening.
Actually, hey, before we go on with this, I got to bring Michelle in because I know Michelle's been kind of quiet because poor Michelle had to work some of the days that we were there, so she wasn't involved as much. But Michelle, at this point, with all this shit that's been going on, you got to be thinking that we were joking with you or pulling your leg or something, right? About our flight being delayed after all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I really thought we were getting punked left and right too, really from the beginning. I mean, but then it just kept coming. It kept coming. Every flight was delayed. Every single flight was delayed, and not once, not twice, like 3 times, and canceled. I think you guys had 3 or 4 canceled flights, right?
Yeah,
I mean, Lisa, you were sitting on planes for hours. Like, you could have been like in Europe. You could have been in China. You were sitting for hours on planes, and then
I could have been anywhere.
No, you guys were also like on runways waiting to take off, but then had to come back because the cruise timed out.
I had never heard that. I'm not like a world
I've
traveler.
never heard that, really.
We've flown a lot of places, been on a lot of flights, and our friends, whatever. I've never heard of a flight crew timing out, and that
So
And
happened
3
to you
times.
multiple
yeah.
times.
Well, so here's what happened. Here's what my time out was, just to be detailed. The flight attendant said that once the door closes, you have 2.5 hours to be in the air, or you have to return and cancel the flight. So
Wow.
what helped us was that door opened up, right? Because they had to let the fucking
Yeah.
bitch and her fucking stupid ass kid off.
The kid,
Then the clock started over when they stopped the door the second time. So by that time, I'm already on the plane 45 minutes. So you got to figure I'm on the plane 2.5 hours plus 45 minutes for them.
Right.
Right. So if they know they can't take off at 2 hours and 15 minutes, we got a notice that said, if we can't take off in the next 15 minutes, we have to return to the gate. And 10 minutes later, we're on our way back to the gate. So there's two different timeouts. I think it's a timeout on total hours a crew can be. It's kind of like driving, I guess. Like DOT, the drivers, you can only drive for so many hours. I think there's that timing out, but then apparently there's this other timing out where if you don't leave, if you're not in the air within 2.5 hours of closing the door, you have to return to the gate.
I mean, just the fact that you guys know that information is crazy.
The fact that we now know this.
Like, now you know this information. I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say wasn't worth it, Michelle. Wasn't worth it.
No,
I know way more about the way things get canceled than I really ever wanted to.
Yeah, it's nuts.
All right,
Yeah.
let's start bringing this whole fucking story home, Lisa. We are on the way to the airport.
All
We're
right.
halfway there. We get
Dave,
a
before
message.
Dave,
Go ahead.
Wait, Dave, before
Yeah.
you do that, there's one part of the one thing that I think bears noting that you
What?
didn't mention.
What?
When we walked around City Field, a very closed and obviously
Oh,
closed City
yeah.
Field, and you making every fucking effort on the planet to get inside that stadium.
Bro, I was
Clearly
talking my
closed.
ass off.
Yeah. 90 degrees, oppressive heat, sweating our asses off. And Dave is determined to get into City Field when it's closed. Not only is it closed because the Mets are away, they were preparing for a concert that weekend. So the field is covered. There's trucks coming in and out, bringing shit in. And to Dave's credit, I mean, I knew Dave was, alpha male, says what he means. And Dave almost got us into this stadium.
I was so
we were
close,
about
bro.
30 seconds away from getting into a very closed stadium to get a tour by one of the fucking security guards, and he just couldn't pull a trigger.
That
but
one guy
Dave,
just was too afraid. He was too afraid.
He was too afraid.
I thought I had him
to let us in.
Yeah,
and
I had him.
He just chickened out at the last second.
Yeah,
but
you know what's
he
funny about
almost
that
got
whole
us in.
thing? The funniest thing about that was when we first started. Remember, there was that gate open. There were people standing on the steps, and we just walked in like we owned the fucking joint. And the guy goes, "What do you need?" Yeah, he goes, "What do you guys need?" I was like, "No, we're here for the tour, bro." And he goes, "Oh no, that's around the corner to the such and such door." And like he didn't even bat an eye. He thought for sure we were there for the tour. And I thought, dude, I would have bet $100 that we were going to get in that fucking stadium. We were so close.
Dude, you knocked on a closed, locked door with surveillance cameras, and we're just standing out there. The guy answered, security guy.
Yeah.
And you almost convinced this kid to let us in.
Almost.
Yeah.
Almost. I think he was just too afraid for his job, apparently. But
yeah.
But I mean, even to the point where I was like, dude, you could take my camera, go take pictures, and then as soon as he walked away, I was just going to follow him in. But the fucker, he pushed out. He pushed out, unfortunately. But yeah, that was funny. It was funny.
That was amazing.
All right, Lisa, we're on Wednesday. We're almost done with this story, everybody. We're Wednesday.
We're almost done.
We're on the way to the airport. We're halfway there, and we get our first notice on our phones.
Our first delay. It's not terrible. So we're like, all right, well, we're still getting out of here, and it's not terrible. Also, because we've got so much time, we go through the process of getting clear. Like we've now signed up for clear.
Oh yeah, because I'm not dealing with any more bullshit.
We're like, well, fuck it, we got time, so we did that, and like it was not a big deal. Found a place to eat dinner. It was crappy, but it was food. We're like, okay. I will shorten it to say that we got several more delays. We were afraid we weren't going to get out of there.
Yep.
They couldn't tell us where our plane was. Our incoming plane was switched 3 different times. We started calling again. We started looking for cars. We're like, okay, can we drive home? We looked for trains. Can we get on a train and get home? But we could not fucking find a way to get out of there. Now, the good news is we ended up getting out. It was delayed, but we did get out of there. Probably the last flight they let out of there. We got into Knoxville around what? Midnight?
It was after midnight. It was
after
12:50, almost 1 o'clock.
After.
Almost 1 o'clock. It was 12:50. Yeah.
So we got home. So that was amazing. So we got home. Here's what I will ask. With all of that being said, what is your guess on how many delays we experienced and how many canceled flights?
Hey, so
Just a wild guess.
two things real quick. Number one, Crazy Canuck. That's a great joke, by the way. Number two, if anybody gets this on the nail, if they guess the correct number, I'll send you some mob swag, because I don't think anybody's going to get it. If you take all of Lisa's problems with getting from Chicago to New York, my problems with trying to get from New York back to Knoxville, and then our problems together, and I'll tell you how many cancellations we had. You guys need to guess the
delays.
The delays. So Lisa had 2 cancellations. I had 2 cancellations. We had 4 cancellations. But all in all, between Lisa's flights to Chicago to New York, mine from New York to Knoxville, and then ours from New York to Knoxville, how many delays do you think we had total?
Put it in the chat.
I want to hear how many people.
Guess.
Plus, this will tell me if people are actually really listening or not too. Because we've got 20-something people listening, but Doug Day says 14.
Okay, so Doug says 14. Nate says 35.
Nate says 35. I need a few more guesses before we can tell you the answer and wrap this shindig up. You have it written down, right, Lisa?
I do. I know exactly how many.
Yep. Deli says 16. So Doug says 14. Deli says 16. Nate Hall says 35. Frank the Franchise Wade says 15. Nice going right between those two. Crazy Canuck says he's going with 21. All right, I need 1 or 2 more guesses, and then we'll give the answer here. Can I guess?
No, because I told you earlier.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I don't remember. Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think Bullet or Michelle know. Michelle, if you had to guess,
I have no idea.
So,
if I had
if you had to guess, how many delays do you think we had total between all 3 of those flights?
I would say upwards of 25.
So you're saying 25.
I'm going to go with 18.
18. So we've got 14, 15, 16, 18, 21, 25, and 35. And with no further ado, let me do the drum roll. Lisa, how many delays do we have total this week?
28.
28
Did I win?
delays.
Now
hold on. Wait.
Let me break this down for you.
Hold on. I think you did, because Nate Hall went over. I think you won, Michelle.
Yep, 28.
Right.
Let me break it down for you. I had 6 delays on Thursday. I had 11 delays on Friday.
Jesus.
That's so stupid.
I had Dave had 3 delays on Monday, and we had 8 delays on Wednesday.
Yeah.
28 total delays.
So sick.
Frank the Franchise Way would like to change his answer to 28.
So fucking stupid.
Dude,
but yeah,
28 delays and 4 flight cancellations on one trip.
Stupid.
The most egregious thing I can't, that is supposed to arrive early Thursday afternoon, arrived late afternoon on Saturday, but had to fly into
Albany,
hundreds of miles away, and take a 3-hour train to get there.
Yeah.
That is just absolutely unreal that was the case.
Just
By the way, Doug Day did guess 14, but he meant 14 times 2.
14 times 2.
Right.
I will tell you, I think that what blows my mind is that all of these things happened to one person, and then to 2 people. Like, the fact that I had 20 delays just on my own.
Yep. Lisa,
is so stupid.
Nate wants you to say the daily totals for each thing again one more time.
Oh God. Oh, hold on. I just put my notes down.
I think he's gonna.
I had to write
I think
it
he's
down.
gonna check your math to make sure it was 28.
He's doing
I
the math.
had 6 delays on Thursday, and I had 11 delays
That's
on Friday.
17.
17. You had 3
Yeah.
on Monday.
3. That's
and we
20.
had 8 on Wednesday.
That's 28.
So 28. That's 20. Yeah.
That's 28.
Okay, Nate.
Yeah.
Dave spent his last weekend yelping. Oh, let me tell you this. You guys want to hear something kind of funny? So here's a little side story that's a little funny. So the last night we were there, Tuesday night,
Oh.
before I hung out with Bullet on Wednesday, Tuesday night, Lisa and I decided, you know what? We deserve a really good meal. Not that we hadn't had a couple already, which we did.
Oh, yeah.
So I had heard, and I don't know how I heard this or where I heard it, and I obviously misheard it, but you guys know the actor Stanley Tucci. He's in like Devil Wears Prada. He's the airport guy in the terminal, which is pretty much our life on this trip.
Yeah.
He's
truly feeling that way.
He's in the one with Cher. What's that called?
Oh, Burlesque.
Burlesque. Like he's like bald headed actor, right?
But most
Married
importantly,
to Emily Blunt's sister.
Yeah.
But most importantly, he had that show. He has a show.
And he has a show on YouTube
on
or
cable,
Hulu or whatever. Yeah,
where he travels through Italy, and eats like fine cuisine. Yeah.
So I had heard a rumor that he just opened a restaurant in New York. So I did some searches and found a restaurant down. I don't remember where it was. It was in Soho, I think, right?
Soho.
It was in Soho, which, by the way, stands for south of Houston.
Houston Street, right?
Houston
That's
Street,
right.
for those of you who've never
Learn
been to New
something new every
York.
day, people.
I'm like a
Learn
New
something
York
every day.
fucking veteran now.
There you go.
So it was in Soho, and it had only been open like less than 2 years, and I was like, oh, that must be the place. It's called Tucci, for God's sake, right? So we make a reservation. We take a black car there because we just want to feel spoiled for like one evening, right? We take a nice ride there. We get there. The hostess is great. They take us downstairs. The bartender is magnificent. They take us to our table. The service was so-so, but the food was amazing.
Yeah.
And like
The service was meh.
the whole experience minus the actual our server was fucking great. Even to the point where the hostess, when we left, ran out and chased us down the block and said they enjoyed us so much that she wanted our contact information. And I don't know if I told you this, Lisa, but I got an email from them. We have our own reservation link with Tucci now.
Nice.
So we don't have to do the regular reservations.
Brittany was very sweet.
You know, she was great. Yeah. So this chick is like Venezuelan and what? Dominican or Puerto Rican or something like that. And I asked her what her name was. She goes, Brittany. I go, which of your parents was white? And she said, neither.
Oh, but her sister's
Her
name.
sister's name. This is the best.
Oh, wait, hold on. Her name is not Britney Spears. It's
No.
Britney Celeste.
Yeah, Brittany
But
Celeste.
her sister's name is Angelina Jolie.
Is literally Angelina with the middle name Jolie. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
I know. And I said, are you sure your parents aren't white? And she said, no, they're not. I was like, okay, I don't. What about your real
So
parents?
once again, you can't make this shit
No,
up.
you can't make it up.
All the shit that happened to us, you cannot make this shit up.
But I will say, for the record, I Googled this shit on the way back or when we got back to the hotel. Stanley Tucci does not own that restaurant.
No,
some
not
other
his
some
restaurant.
other actor with the last name Tucci. Some
No way.
yeah, some
Get outta
actor,
here.
some
Not his restaurant.
actor
Oh my
musician guy
gosh.
named Tucci owns it. So I
Oh
was
my
close, but no cigar apparently. I was a lot like
Oh,
Milan. I was
really
like
thought it was.
I was gonna say it was like Monica Lewinsky, but that's the opposite. Never mind. So yeah, I think it was. But here's the thing: if I had known ahead of time that it wasn't his restaurant, we probably would not have gone. But we're so glad we did, so it all worked out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
you-
glad we did. Yeah, because it was really good.
All right, so we're going to wrap this shindig up. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us for an hour and 45 minutes. 28 delays, 4 canceled flights, and going to a restaurant on a wrong premise. It's just the trip of all trips. We did enjoy our time a lot with Bullet and Michelle. We had a blast with them. Great Gatsby was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was great.
The Carmine's restaurant was amazing.
Yeah.
Hanging around
We
on
ate
Tuesday.
so much food.
Hanging
there.
out on Wednesday was a blast, and going to see your neighborhood in Queens and stuff. That was cool. It was really cool,
Yeah.
and seeing the pizza place that Ray Romano grew up with too. So that was kind of cool. Michelle.
Lemon Ice King. You didn't
Oh, and the
mention
the lemon. I
King.
forgot about the
Oh, yeah,
ice thing.
you
Yeah,
said
yeah.
ice
Oh, you know
cream.
what's funny?
Icy.
We just watched a movie We caught some of How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days the other night, where we were just chilling on the couch, and him and the girl, when he takes her up to the house, they're going on around. They get the ice stuff in the little cups. They're out on Staten Island. It's not the same place, but they get the same stuff. And I was like, holy shit, I ate that.
Ices.
Yeah.
You don't have ices in Knoxville?
No, we don't do that. I don't think.
We have Hawaiian
Really?
ices.
Do we? I don't know.
Those giant
Hawaiian.
cups, like they're the giant ones. Yeah, we have like the little trucks.
See, I don't even know. I don't even know.
Okay.
But anyway, all of that to say that, the Delmonico group owns Tucci. You're correct. You can't get into Delmonico's. It's like 30 days out for a reservation to Delmonico's. I looked. I tried to get us in there, and they just laughed at me.
Oh, and we also walked by the Parkside restaurant, which is a legitimate mob restaurant.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Yeah, that was actually you could feel the vibe there, bro, for real. That was wild. That was pretty fucking wild.
That place is no joke. You just can't go in there, and
no, you can't. I mean, I wanted to go in, but you guys wouldn't go in with me.
Yeah,
I kept telling him, I was like, it's okay. We're with the mob too. It's okay.
Well, you saw right next door, just like in all the gangster movies you've ever seen. Right next door is a social club.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do you ever see social clubs?
The mob social
anywhere?
Club. The mob social club, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tried to tell Bull and Michelle we were part of the mob too. They'll accept us, but they wouldn't listen. So there's that.
I had a great weekend though. We got to do a lot of stuff that we haven't done in years, because we don't do that stuff unless we have company come in. So It was so much fun. And to do it with you guys was great. We loved it.
Yep. We had
a really great time.
For the time we were there, we had a blast. So anyway, folks, that is our story, and we are fucking sticking to it. And fuck that family and their stupid screaming kids. That's all I'm saying. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if I ever see them in the airport again, I might just go up and punch the grandpa right in the fucking face for raising terrible kids who raise their fucking terrible grandchildren. But anyway, Michelle, any last words you want to say before we go? We always try to sign off with everybody saying something before we go off air. So what are you got any final thoughts on this ridiculous trip?
No, I think I said it. I really enjoyed having you guys visit. I love doing this stuff with you guys. I just wish it wasn't so taxing, the travel for Lisa and for you and Lisa and you alone. I mean, it's crazy. It's just crazy what happened. And I'm sorry for that, but
it was a comedy of errors, that's for sure.
Yeah,
but not so much a comedy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wasn't laughing. I wasn't fucking laughing that much.
Yeah. And I look forward to the next time we get to hang out wherever it is.
Oh, we were coming to Knoxville, bro. We were coming to Knoxville from New York, so they probably fucking live here somewhere, or they were New Yorkers coming to Knoxville for something. I don't know, man. But that whole fucking family, like when you look at them, you just wanted to inflict pain on every single fucking one of them. I swear to God. Bullet, your last thoughts on this ridiculous fucking trip, bro?
Despite the traveling shenanigans, we had a great time hanging out with you guys, showing you our city, and I wish we got to do more. And we did, as Michelle said, we did a lot of things that we haven't done in many years. Like being a tourist in your own city is pretty cool, and that's what we did kind of for a couple of days, which was awesome. To reconnect with the city. I was glad that you got to come to my house. We hung out in my house for a little bit. I wish Lisa would have been there too, but that was the beginning of the delay shenanigans. We did walk around Citi Field. We almost got in. That would have been fantastic if we got in. Too bad the Mets weren't playing. But overall, it was great. It was great connecting with you guys and getting to know you a lot better. And we are definitely going to see you again somewhere in
Chicago,
somewhere in the United States.
Chicago.
Plan the Chicago trip for us.
We'll do Chicago.
100%.
Let us know when that is. We're down.
And we got upstate New York sometime next summer too, so that'll work too. Lisa, your final thoughts here before we go off air.
My final thoughts are that
fuck Delta.
Delta.
Pretty much. Also, I am not moving. I told my boss, I said, I am not going anywhere. Don't even ask, because I can't go anywhere else. I did have a really good time. The amount of time that we did get to spend with Michelle and Bullet, we had a great time. It was super fun hanging out with them. They do definitely know their city. I don't trust Bullet's perception of distance at all, but other than that, it was a great time. We enjoyed it, and I look forward to doing something else. Maybe not in New York, but doing something with them soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, Michelle and Bullet, thanks for hosting us. Thanks for showing us around. Thanks for driving us around. Appreciate you guys.
Anytime.
Anytime, yeah.
All right, folks, that's a wrap on the Mondays in the Mob special edition bitch session, if you will. Week 8 of season 3 will continue tomorrow night at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Mets at Cardinals. Frank the Franchise Wade on play-by-play. Doug Day is his analyst, and we will be back in the swing of things week 8, and then we've got 2 more weeks. We got week 9, and then week 10 is rivalry week, and then we are in the playoffs already. So fasten your seatbelts, get ready to rock and roll. We've got 3 new players. I'm going to work on their builds tonight and tomorrow to get them in the games. That you will see them in the games on. It looks like Wednesday. You'll see. Let's see. Was it Orioles, Yankees, and who's the other one? Guardians, right? So you'll see them Wednesday and Thursday. So no new people tomorrow. But you'll definitely see them Wednesday and Thursday. So thanks for tuning in. Appreciate everybody. Almost 2 hours on the dot. If you took the under on 2 hours, Crazy, then you would be a winner. But Crazy, you didn't do a thing, bro. So now nobody gets points. So now I get all the points apparently. So that's how it works. We'll see you tomorrow night right here on this Twitch channel at 8:15 Eastern for the Cards hosting the Mets. We'll see you later. Thanks for listening. Good night now.